Over 150 new updates to Shopify, ranging from combined product listings to free shop ad campaigns. In the past year, we've helped over 250 clothing brands boost their success by adding more than 10 million in extra revenue. We achieved this through top-notch website optimization, smart ad strategies, and powerful email marketing. If you're new here, I'm Christian Pignon, and my business partner is Aaron Pearson. We release 2 new videos every single week. Aaron deep dives into marketing strategies while I focus on mastering Shopify and perfecting your store's design. So if you're not excited, I'm excited. Shopify is releasing these, what they call Shopify editions, right? I believe they're doing it every quarter, I believe maybe 2 or 3 times a year. And it's absolutely amazing because they release every single time, 70, 100, now 150 different updates to Shopify overall. Obviously, not everything is released right away. It's becoming more and more where it's more of an announcement, right, of some of the things that we're working on, but we're still working on them technically. So, but I will say that there's also a lot of them that have been released and a lot of good things that have been released. So I want to give you this video somewhat promptly, right, onto some of the most exciting things that they've added. I'll also let you know if it's something that it's still coming soon or if it's available right now, or some of the features are also just available for Shopify Plus customers, which is a bummer, I know, but there's still a lot of goodies in here. So let's start with the very first one. Split shipping in checkout. You've probably seen this already on Amazon, where when you order multiple things within Amazon, sometimes it will split it off into, hey, we can actually package these 2 products together because they're coming from the same warehouse versus this product over here is coming from a third-party logistics company. So we have to kind of split off the estimated shipping for some of these and potentially change the pricing for some of those, right? So you can actually give customers more clarity and choice at checkout now by showing them when an order will be split into multiple shipments. They can also do things like choose the lowest price overall, or choose the fastest delivery overall, or do some custom optimization where maybe they want these 2 products delivered faster and then this other one they don't really care for it. If you haven't checked out the video, I will definitely check out the video here. This one, split shipping and checkout, is under the world's best checkout drop down here on the left hand side. As you can see, they've categorized everything into different menus. Obviously, they have their top 10 there towards the very top. So you want to kind of briefly see some of the top 10, you can definitely click that, or you can go through every single one of these and get a better idea. Now, the split shipping and checkout, right now, it's still kind of in beta, right? So if you want, I would definitely highly suggest to click on Get Notified. This is available for every single Shopify account. So it's not just exclusive for Shopify Plus, which is very exciting. But yeah, definitely click on Get Notified so you know exactly when this actually launches. Now, coming to number 2, Sidekick. Sidekick is something that Shopify talked about maybe 2 editions ago, so probably sometime last year, they've actually for the first time said, hey, we're working on this new AI thing. Obviously, AI overall is embedded in a lot of different things within Shopify, which you've probably seen, where if you want to, for example, write a product description, you can use AI in the back end to use it, which they call Shopify Magic. But Shopify Sidekick, it's a little bit different. This is like your personal assistant right here within Shopify, where you can actually write things for the assistant for Sidekick to actually do for you. So, and it's very, very interesting. So some of the examples that I saw were you can ask it basically, hey, I need to create a discount just for the month of June for 20% off on new customers only. And it would do the task for you. So it's not just a chat to kind of talk back and forth. It's a chat where you can actually give it instructions on how to do something. It could be time-consuming task, it could be something creatively, and it can do it in the back end without you having to do anything, lifting a finger. So thousands of stores right now can use Sidekick to tackle all these things. It's something that if it's not available for your store right now, which I checked some of the stores and I didn't see it available right now, this is another one of those where you would have to request access in order, and submit your email here in order to get a little bit earlier access. But right now, there are, like it says here, like thousands of stores right now that have this available. So you may want to check on the back end of your store to see if you see this little guy with the little mask on, the purple mask on, that's gonna be Sidekick, and it can help you with a ton of different things in the back end. Now, this third one is new style settings for themes. This is one of those where they've pushed the update, but now it's up to the actual theme developers to go in and implement some of these features onto their themes. So this one is available right now technically, but it will take a little bit of time for theme developers to implement it. Now you can actually be more flexible with your layouts, giving you the option to do a lot of different style settings and potentially do changes specifically for mobile, which we didn't have before. Before we were just kind of at the mercy of what Shopify can give us, right? And the theme developers can give us in terms of having a different look for mobile, right? A lot of times you go from a 3-column gallery to just a stacked gallery on mobile versus like now maybe you can do the stacked, or you can have it as a slider, and you can do a lot of different things. So on this section, I would highly suggest to go through the video, because this is going to change dramatically how you build your themes in the future. And this is one of those that I'm hoping that within the next 6 months we'll start to see, hopefully sooner, we'll start to see some of these theme developers implementing this change right here, because this is going to revolutionize how we build and the flexibility that they're giving us to build truly unique experiences. If you go here, this one's actually towards the top 10. You'll see theme style settings. You can play the video from here, or you can, some of these sections are going to be interactive. So as you can see, we have this image gallery with 3 images across. We can change direction within desktop or within mobile. You can change the gap settings. You can change the alignment. So this will kind of give you a little preview of some of the things that you'll be able to do moving forward. Right now, some of these things you can do if you know a little bit of custom CSS and you know exactly how to target certain classes and what you need to give it to it. But for this purpose, it's going to be very simple, just like this. You'll click on a couple of buttons to make sure that your elements land in the right place and they look the correct way. So this is going to be super, super exciting. This is probably out of all these right here, this is, to me, because I'm a designer, this is going to be the most exciting one. Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel. Now, if you're selling globally, so if you're in the US and you're selling globally, then managed markets is going to be your favorite feature on this. So they've actually done a lot of good things here for you to be able to sell all over the globe, and it's a lot to dig into. But something that I think I've noticed is they've changed. They used to have markets and they used to have markets pro. I think they've kind of gone away with that, and now they're calling it managed markets. So that's just a little tidbit just in case you're looking for the markets pro and all that kind of stuff. Now it's just called managed market. The overall theme of Shopify Editions Summer 24 is unified. So they are unifying a lot of different things, where markets was probably one of the most fragmented in terms of you had the localization on the customization, you had the shipping on under settings, and then you have the products on the other side. So now you can go to just a single tab in the back end of your store, go to markets and see all the markets that you have available. So it's a little bit easier overall, and to me that's one of the best things that they've done. It's again unified everything here in the back end. But if you are under the selling globally section, you'll see all the additional things, right? So now you have the ability to set different prices or hide different products under different markets. So if in Italy, for whatever reason, you can't sell this couch because it's illegal to sell this couch, then you can actually hide some of those products so that they don't show under those markets. You can include duties within the checkout page. You can ship faster. So they've done just a few flurries of different features that they've added here within the backend, which will make things just a lot faster, a lot easier if you're selling, again, from the US, if you're selling international. So a lot of it falls back to just US based businesses that want to sell globally. They said that they're going to add more markets in the future. So if you're, for example, in Italy and you want to sell globally, you still don't have access to managed markets right now. Okay, so now this one is very exciting. This is product taxonomy. So this is a way for every single store out there to have some of the same variants or categories for each of the products. So they've essentially rebuilt everything. They've added over 10,000 categories and 2,000 different attributes that automatically get assigned as long as you put the right information for that particular product. So as you start building your products in the back end, you start putting, I don't know, black leggings, and you start typing the description, it will automatically register like these are leggings, these are women's leggings, and it will give you the options for all these categories. They will automatically be added to the bottom, but then you can actually select the ones that you want to choose from. The good thing about this is that this will make discovery, your filters, search, the way your products display on other marketplaces like TikTok and Google, it would make everything super streamlined, and it will make things easier to find in the back end. For this one, they do have a dedicated blog post that they've added. This is one of those features that it's available right now. So the only bad thing about it is that it doesn't work retroactively. So you'll still have to kind of come back to all your products and add some of these, what they call them, category meta fields now. So if you go in the back end of your products and you scroll just a little bit, you'll see these new category meta fields. They'll probably be somewhat like this, like in purple. When it's in purple like that, that means that Shopify Magic basically used context clues from what you have on the product title and description in order to add some of these things here in the back end. I will say this new product taxonomy and the way that they've created is the new way that you will be able to use color swatches moving forward. So if you care about and you don't have the color swatch feature right now on your store, this is the way that you'll want to connect your color swatches, because no matter the theme, this is what they'll be using moving forward for color swatches. So if you're using Dawn, I think that's one of the most requested features for the Dawn theme is color swatches on the collection and on the product page. This is the way that you can get to that, and we'll probably make a video on exactly how to do these color swatches in the future. But in the meantime, I would highly suggest to go through this blog post that has very detailed information on how you can do that right now. Next up, store credit. This is something that for some reason Shopify hasn't been able to do up until now, and I think it just makes sense, right? So now you can issue store credit to your customers directly in the admin. You can view balances, transaction history. You can enable customers to spend their credit at checkout. There's a lot of restrictions, I would say, within this new store credit feature, which again, in the future, they'll kind of ease up a little and give you a few more features and more options. But right now, again, it's for US businesses. You have to be using Shopify Payments, and it's only available for online stores. So if you have a POS system or someone who bought online and has a store credit, they can only use it online. They can't use it on any other sales channel, again, right now. This is a feature that's available right now that you can enable within the back end of your settings. This is another one of those that they've created a full-on blog post explaining the details under store credit and how you can use it to better your store, better your conversion, better your sales. Now, combined listings, it's a bummer. It's not a letdown, and it's kind of a letdown because it's only exclusive for Shopify Plus customers, but it's something that I get asked a lot on how to combine. So if you, in the back end of your store, you have this shirt in black, white, and green, and you have them split into different products in the front end of your store with combined listings, now you can sort of put them together and group them into the same category. The customer goes to that product page, they'll see different color swatches. When they click on the swatch, it will completely change to one of those other two options. So you can actually, showcase very rich media gallery. So when you click on that particular, the black color, it will only show the images for the black one. It will show different descriptions, show different URLs, depending on the product option that you're choosing. Now, this one is available right now, and it's an additional app. So it's an app, it's free, it's made by Shopify, that you have to install in order to get these features enabled in your store. But again, I think it's a very powerful way of doing a little bit of different merchandising in the back end of your store. It gives you a little bit more flexibility, but again, the only bad thing is it's available for Plus. Okay, this next one surprised me a lot, and again, sorry, exclusive to Plus only, but it's a zero risk ad campaigns, meaning that you can do ads on Meta and Google, but you only pay when the customer actually converts. That is, if you are using Shopify Plus right now and you're not using this feature, like, you're literally leaving money on the table. I would highly suggest you take advantage of this because I've never seen anything like it. I guess the only true drawback is that these ads run through the Shop app ad account, if you will. So if you can see the example right here on the top left-hand side, it says Shop app. Obviously it has the VNTY logo because that's how they've done that ad. So you may not have a whole lot of flexibility on things that you can do, but if they're promising that you don't have to pay anything unless someone actually converts, then I think it just makes a lot of sense. So this is one of those that, again, Shopify Plus, you need to be using this. All right, guys, there's so much stuff in here. There's so much stuff that I can't necessarily go through the whole video going one by one. Maybe I should, I don't know. But this is something that I highly encourage you to come in here and look through all these settings, all these new things. Watch the videos because the videos are really gonna give you a better idea of how some of these things work. And if you, if you have something that you have been trying to do for a long time and you haven't been, there may be a solution here within these updates. So I highly encourage you to go through these and let me know which one is your favorite. I want to know in the comments down below, what is something that you've been expecting for a long time and they finally released it with these Shopify editions. As always, we're going to be making and breaking down some of these features more in depth as they become more widely available for everybody. So I'm super excited about that. This gives us a lot of content that we can create for y'all and a lot of new things that are very exciting. Are very exciting for us, are very exciting for you, very exciting for developers. So please stay tuned on some of those videos. Now, if you missed our last Shopify Editions video, where again, it has another 100+ different features, and I highly suggest you go check those out because there's some good stuff in there too.